got a good gain of 7-37. Here's second down and 3.
Here guys go to work.
Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth, move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield, but this time they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That complete to Downs. Able to fights through, and now a crease. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Ooh, the juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen. That is caught, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this taken in by Downs. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd down and 10.
Down, he's coming. Hey, alert! Hey, to the court!
Now it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Watson now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's going to be caught by Downs. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Hey, alert, alert! Hey, 31!
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 31!
Here's Watson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Downs from 19 yards away. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Broken tackle, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, Allen completes it to Hardman. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
24. We're set. 29.
From the end zone, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
24. 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Second and a couple.
We're set.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 59!
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and 11.
To the air, Allen. Got him in, it's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On the ground, it's Ford. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now Watson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Reset.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Reset.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Regular. 56. Reset.
Now Allen. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. On play action, Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Watson now to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Second and 10.
This is it.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They will start this drive with Ford. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get it forward!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more with Ford. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Jerome Ford. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, they turn to Ford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The handoff to Ford up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.